football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland River Hogs and the Las Vegas Raiders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets it up past the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Pollard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That's Henry Ruggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play action passes as well.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
First down, Portland.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Again, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Portland football here ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Play fake. Mariota. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Reception here by Rhodes. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
By Tanner Muse.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it's season.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Hamlin. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Makes the score.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
That's what I said.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. On 2nd down now,
Pollard. Big hold to the 30. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play call.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, so I'll take it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Joe's shocked because when I took
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trades this season.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Yeah, I think it was like $50 million or something. That's the cap.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler.
I didn't see him open there. It was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was in fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Yeah, at this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not good. I came into the team.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I got smacked.
To throw is Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
First game I jumped in.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40.
First game I jumped in, I was like, threw 5 interceptions.
I
think it was I went up against whoever had Deion Jones. Deion Jones.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
I couldn't. I threw 4 interceptions just to halftime.
At the 42-yard line.
Couldn't deal with him.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mariota again. Throw left side complete. It's Barrett. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
I was shocked. I thought it'd be a bigger
first half.
Titans.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I mean, they still beat me pretty good. Because I saw what he did.
They'll throw again. Mariota on the screen. This is Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Crusaders.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, it's Edwards. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, here's Edwards. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's a first down throw. It's complete. That'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
I just don't want him
receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Edwards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Off the play fake, Mariota rolling to his right. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, it's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
There,
at the 7-yard line.
During the most recent draft, I was like, maybe I should bring my PlayStation to work. Like, nah.
They'll run here with Edwards. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So do they start, like, from the scratch, like, at 21 rosters, or what do they use?
Mariota to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Yeah, this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Good start to the
Heisman winner Trey Penn.
Touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Raiders 17, Riverhogs 3.
They go play action. Mariota on the move to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Penn, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, Allen. Forced out to his left. From the left side, it's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 43 yards. On first down, Penn. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing is Allen on third. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. And that is the play.
I thought I could abuse his weak-ass 70 overall corner.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's third down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
to throw again is Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
3rd and 13.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offense.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 3rd down, Pollard, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the...
Did Schneid say he was popping up?